So apparently, I don't have control over my reading life anymore. My reading journal does. And whatever prompt it gives me, I have to read it. No switching up. Just a little bit. Hello, serial readers. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ronnie, Natasha, Renee. Just in case you guys didn't realize what the R&R stood for, it's my nickname and my two middle names. I'm excited because we're doing something different. I have put back into my life my reading journal. As you can see by the title, I've been flip-flopping with my reading journal over the years. I was completely inconsistent when it came to my reading journal. I decided that I was going to get back into my reading journal, but this time I wanted to do more of the physical journaling, and I didn't want to do what I used to do before, which is like the happy planner journaling. With my new journal system that I'm doing, the notebooks, I'm free to create and make it my own. To make a long story short, with creating my journal, I have included some challenges. I figured it would be great to bring you guys along with me in picking out whatever the challenges comes up with, picking out those books. Something I haven't done on this channel before. Before we get into the reading challenges and picking the books, I want to share with you guys some mail that I got. Some of them are books and some are some other things. Well, let's see what I have in here. So last year I discovered this author and I wanted to dig a little bit more in her catalog. I read the first book in this series, the Belafonte and Friends series by Daniel Brooks. The first book in the series is Cinderella, and so the second book is called Friendsgiving with the Belafontes. In Cinderella, it was all about Kennedy and Jameson, and so I think this picks up after with their happily ever after, but they're also friends that came out in that story, and I think that this is what this story is going to be wrapped around. So that's the second book in that series. And then the third book is Rings. I'm very interested in reading this third book because two of the friends who were in the series, in the beginning of the series, this is their story. Whatever happens with these two is around Valentine's Day. Damian Knight and Desney Valentine. And in book one, it was alluded to that something went down with them. Like, so they're friends. So this is friends to lovers. And something went down between those two. And I guess it didn't go really well. So now they have their story. This next book, this is a new to me author. And the name, and I think this is a series too. So the name of the book is Marked with a Forbidden Maniac's Legacy by Robin. Let me read the back. Oh, I love it. I love the concept of this book. I can't wait to get into it. I if I'm not mistaken, it is a part of the series. Then this next one is actually a new release. The cover called to me and I was like, definitely I want to read this book, and it is Big Country by Anne-Marie Avant. It's a rom-com. Loves small town romances, and I think that this is a small town romance. And she's a single mom, and he's some big type guy. This next book is also a new release. I've read a book by this author. I wanted to try some more books in her catalog. The book is I Love You Too Much by Jessica N. Watkins. I'm going to read the very top part. I'm not going to read that part. So a husband's deadly affair set off a chain of deception, obsession, and unraveling truths in a twisted domestic thriller where love becomes a weapon. The past won't stay buried, and the truth is more dangerous than the lie. This next book, it was released last year. This is a debut author. LKG presents The Weight of Us by Camille V. Beautiful, beautiful cover. The cover. The cover. Here you go. Is what grabbed me. I have a feeling this is going to be a good read. The next book, I am familiar with this person, but not as an author. I'm familiar with this person as an artist. I found this last year. I knew it was going to be, it's also another new release, so I knew it was going to be released this year. This is actually, I guess I can consider this a highly anticipated read. This is Not a Ghost Story by Anne Marie. I'll pop a picture of Anne Marie for those who remember her. Na 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 na. Oh! Okay, she's that singer. Oh, or why do we fall in love? It's so many reasons. It's the only thing that matters. I'm so excited that she's an author. I don't think this is her first book. I think she did write something before, but it might have been a children's book. It might. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, I was excited to see that she's an author. I was excited to see that she was back on the scenes. It's not a biography. It tells the story of a black man who walks into the light to find himself in Los Angeles, where he becomes an instant celebrity. Wow. Very interesting. Yeah. Definitely. I'll come back around and let you guys know what I think about this book, because I'm going to read this ASAP. All right, and then the next book that I got, it's not a novel. It's actually, I didn't even take it out the wrapping yet, which is sad because I should have. This is one of my goals for 2026 is to do more Bible study. I already have a study Bible, but that Bible, it doesn't allow me to write in it. And so I wanted to get a study Bible that had room for me to write in it and make notes. So this is why I got the book. So I'm excited because this is the first book that I've ever gotten that I get to open up, which the plastic doesn't want to come off. I get to open up in front of you guys. Okay, right, and so what is this? Take this part off. How do you get it off? Okay, there you go. Oh, look, this is a study Bible, guys. Okay, we'll just let that fall. But see, if you see here, it has lines on the sides, so that you can write. And that was my purpose of getting it. I wanted to show you guys this. It just came, so I was like, hey, why not show it to you all? I actually found this product on Instagram. And, oh, let's see. And I was like, oh my goodness, I want to get it because I've been dealing with, not recently, but my hair is thinning out. I'm getting older, and I don't even think age has something to do with it. I think diet, health has something to do with my hair thinning. However, and so really I need to change my diet and my lifestyle to make it to be more healthy. But it doesn't hurt to try products that's gonna help your hair or help whatever that you're trying to improve, right? And so I purchased this shampoo right here. This lady popped on Instagram, and she was showing, I think she is the maker, and it's a black woman too. I think she is the maker of this shampoo, and she was demonstrating how she was putting it inside of natural hair. I'm sure you can use it on chemical hair, but my hair is natural. It's in its blown out state right now, but it's natural. There are no chemicals, other than every once in a while I'll put like a semi-permanent dye in there for those grays. But anyway, I digress. This is the Cuticle Mending Peptide Shampoo, and it's for deep cleansing and intensive strengthening treatment for brittle, breakage prone hair, plus detangler. Oh, is it a liquid? I would assume it's a liquid. It smells. It smells so good. It looks like some type of cream, almost cream, but it's a little bit liquidy. My hair is very damaged. I actually just the other day I just cut this crap off, cut the ends. I did that technique where I do my own hair. Like I do everything on my own. I did the technique where I brought it to the front and clipped. So I clipped all those dead ends off, and I'm so happy that I did it. And once I cut it, I was like, oh, it felt so good. I must have cut about 2 inches off. And then my brother, he made a stop from New York to my house. And sometimes, if you guys remember, I talked about this brother. I have multiple brothers. I have how many brothers? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 brothers, right? And so this one is my baby brother, the last of the clan. He works at Trader Joe's, and every now and then he will bring things from Trader Joe's, and I'm always like, what is this that he brought to me? Because it'll be some weird stuff or whatever. But he claims that I told him to bring this. I do not remember. But anyway, he bought 2 jars of this body butter, and it is called cacao oil or cacao oil body butter. And see, I don't even know. I don't remember telling him this, but it says something that I probably did. It says vegan collagen. With me aging, I'm trying to support my aging body anyway. And so, of course, collagen, I want to get collagen in, not just ingesting it, but topically as well. But it's a vegan collagen supporting peptide in squalene plus pink dragon fruit and jasmine scent. Let's open it up. I'm all about good smells. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, I like that. Okay, yeah. I like it, you know. It's not too strong. I can't do strong smells. It gives me headaches. So I am sensitive to smells, but if it's good, it's good, right? It's like it has a scent, but it's like a clean scent. That's my little haul. Guess we can go to the reading journal challenges. I will see you guys over there. The first challenge is my rainbow reading challenge. I decided that I would dedicate this challenge to my physical copies. Well, as you can see here, I put the word physical at the top. Down at the bottom are the colors. Now, the only thing I will say is I didn't really think too much into the colors, which I should have, because one, turquoise is not a color that I'm going to typically come across. I should have went more with the primary colors, which generally they are here, but this one kind of threw me off. And I can do this challenge more than once, right? I can run through the rainbow, and then once I run through the rainbow, I can then start it again. Or if I pick pink books and I've read multiple pink books, I can just start lining them up here. But I was thinking that I can just put them straight down to correlate with the colors. I am going to do the wheel generator. And all right, and so the color is green. So that's the book I'm going to look for. Oh, do I have a green book? I hope I have it. If I don't, I'll do another wheel generator for a different color. I mean, that's just what it is. Or no, actually no, I won't do another color. I'll go to my Kindle books. So that's what I'll do. Let's go to the bingo challenge. I have that post-it thing there because I don't want you guys to see what this page is. If you guys are interested in seeing like my full reading journal, this book is actually, I have 2 reading journals. So this one has all of my challenges and my trackers. And then I have another book that would be like my month at a glance and my what books I decided to do a review on. Let me move my drink out the way. The bingo challenge Now it does look weird. Again, I didn't put much thought into the setup and size and all that stuff, which I really should have, because the squares, I got these this book bingo from Etsy, and so the squares is too big for my page. So then I was like, well, let me add another page, because I wanted to do I wanted to do all 25 prompts. I was thinking that on the back page, I can put the books that I do read that I from the bingo, either here, or I can do it on this page, because if I do it here, then what am I going to do with this blank page, right? So I may do it here and then use this for something else, because the next page is the next challenge, and maybe I can correlate it with that. The template came where you can make your own prompts, and so that's what I did. We're also going to do the wheel generator for bingo as well. So I already entered in all the prompts that are here, and so the wheel generator will give it to me. Okay, and so we have retelling of a classic story. Read a retelling of a classic story. This next one is Bookopoly. And so you may be like, why does your board look like that? So my reading journal does have a theme. My theme is pop art with 80s vibes. So it's like a combination of those two things. That's the background of my board. Like, this is a pop art symbol, and then having all the different colors again comes from pop art. It comes from that 80s culture. And you have on the board, you have a chest, and you have a chance, and you have a community chest, and then you have the colors that are around the board. And around the board, they are in subgroups, which is title, cover, setting, genre, books, author, and color. Also from Etsy, I found a printout of a Bookopoly, and so that's what I use. And then you can see here it has the start reading go. I thought that's so cute. It has like reader's choice as a chance. Instead of going to jail, you go to library. You get instead of a free parking, you get free reading. What was here? I forgot what was here. Was it a police? So it says go to the library. Yeah, there was a police officer that would send you to jail. So this, if you land here, then you gotta go to the library, and that's a roll again. So just like for the rest, I have the wheel generator. I'm doing 2 dice in the wheel generator. It gives you, I gave it all the way up to 12. All right, so let's do the first one. And the first move is 9. So we're going to start here. The only thing is I don't have like a little, I didn't think about that. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Title. Read a book with a number in the title. So if you notice over here, there are blocks and it has letters in it. Those letters represent each month. And so I'm going to do 3 months. I'm going to do January since I didn't do it, February since I haven't done it yet, and for March as well. I'm going to do the wheel generator 3 times. So that was 1. Let's do another one. Okay, and we have 6. So I ended here. No, here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it landed under cover, and read a book you choose because of the cover. I like that one. Let's do the wheel generator one more time. And we have 8. So it will take me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It landed in genre. Read a book from a favorite genre. Okay, good job, Bookopoly. So that is Bookopoly. And then the next challenge is Romanceopoly. I feel so bad because I should be more prepared. The person who came up with Romanceopoly is on BookTube. I think she has I do know she has a blog and things like that. And I guess she does these type of challenges yearly. What it is that you're going to school, you have to sign up for courses, right? There is a core curriculum, And then for the core curriculum, you have to make sure you take all of the courses that are in the core curriculum. But then you have a major and a minor. And so you get to choose what your major is and what your minor is. And so what I did, I chose, and it tells you what those majors are. So you have dark psychology, you have historical studies, you have paranormal studies, you have fantasy theory, and you have the romantic arts. Isn't it so cool? And so I decided for my major that I wanted to do dark psychology. So here I would put all my dark psychology reads here. Here I would put all my core curriculum, and I set this up how I want it. So you'll get, if you do the challenge, however you want to set it up, you can set it up so that you can keep track. This was a good quick way for me to see what I'm doing. And then my minor would be romantic arts. The other cool thing is that you don't just have to stop there. Your ultimate goal, you have to get 20 books. Each major or minor that you pick has prompts. It doesn't just stop your major, your minor. You also have electives that you can choose. Your electives, I think what the rule is, your electives are ones from the ones that you did not pick as a major or minor. So for example, I can choose historical studies as a elective, or a book, a prompt from here, or I can pick from romantic arts is my minor, or I can pick from paranormal studies or fantasy theory. I probably won't pick from fantasy theory because that's not really my thing. I've been starting to like paranormal as long as it has the subplot of romance. Then you get to pick electives, and then there are clubs that you can join, and there are also events that you can attend, right? It's so cool. I really thought this was so cool, and I could not resist. So for me, the clubs that I decided to join was Hearts and Spoons. And I think Hearts and Spoons, when you look at the prompts and what the club is all about, it fit me and my reading taste. Also, Theta Thou Theta. I just made that up. I don't even. Also, the prompts and what the club is all about fit my reading personality, my style, right? And what was cool too is that the package had a person like this person right here with different skin tones. So you pick the one that you most correlate with. She didn't have a lighter shade, but I'm black. So I picked the black lady. Maybe that's something that she could think about for the future, different shades of black. Or also, like, all the ladies have straight hair. Listen, we don't all have straight hair. Some of us have kinky curly hair. Some of us wear our hair in braids. So that'd have been cool if we could have had different pictures of what we felt we more looked like, right? But anyway, that's neither here or there. So let's go ahead and do the wheel generator. I'll be doing the wheel generator 3 times. So that'll cover January, February, and March, because I definitely believe, I strongly believe that it is a quarterly session. I know I mentioned earlier that my reading challenges, my reading journal is ruling my life, but really there is so much flexibility. I was just being funny. So again, I'm bad with giving directions. You have to start. This is where you would start, and you definitely have to make sure that you do your core curriculum. Like, there's no option. You have to do your core curriculum. I don't think it matters like which direction you go in. You just want to make sure that at the end of it all, the complete challenge, that you made sure that you got your core curriculums. All right. So the wheel generator gave me number 5. So I'm gonna go. It says start here. 1, 2, because it's sliding in there. 3, 4, 5. The velvet room. And then let's do the wheel generator again. So I'm in the velvet room. 6. So I'm gonna come out of the dark psychology. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going in circles. 5, 6. So registers off office. Let's do the wheel generator for one more, because I'm going back. I'm going back into dark psychology. That is my major. And we have 1. I can't go anywhere. 1. The crying room. So actually, I'm getting 2 core curriculums done. The crying room. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, I'm going to see you back in front of my shelf so that we can pick these books. It's time to pick the books based on the reading prompts, okay? Oh, and by the way, I just want to make sure I give credit where credit is due. The lady that created the Romanceopoly, her name is Francesca. Her YouTube channel is Under the Covers Book Blog. I will link her information down below. It's not too late. I'm starting and we're in February. And then also a clarifier. In regards to the rules, it says that you can go in order or you can take your chance with a dice, and wherever you land is wherever you land. And so that's what I did. I was like, wait a minute, am I following the rules? With that being said, the Rainbow Challenge, I'm supposed to pick a green book, okay? So good thing is that my library is color coded. So right here, let's see. This is a light green book. This is by Kasha Thompson. Holding Back the Years. This is a one-night stand. Well, all the books in the green section, with the exception of The Block Party by Jamie Day. Am I in the mood for that? I think that's a thriller. Am I in the mood for that? I don't know. All right, I just saw another book that possibly it's in the green family. How does this work when you pick a book by its color? Like, so it has other colors in it, but it's not solely green. But it primarily has green in it. Making this shit harder than it needs to be. This is The Last Man on Earth by Shay Sanders. Stranded on an Island. We did Kasha Thompson. I just saw that. I think this is a historical fiction. Untethered by Angela Jackson Brown. Am I in the mood to read a historical fiction? Civil rights movement around that time. And then, Block Party by Jamie Day. It's like a summer thriller. Something happens in the summer. Why am I acting so antsy? I'm not used to standing, so my body don't know how to act. My ass is always sitting down. I'm gonna read this book, okay? So we chose the green book. So the bingo challenge was a retelling of a classic story. Ironically, in 2025, I read a lot of retellings. Oh, I have two, possibly. Where are you? Okay. So here are two possibilities. We have Thickerella by Tanzania Glover. This was a retelling of Cinderella. And then this is Just Right by Sean. This is a retelling of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I think it is a series too. I think I'm going to read this one by Tanzania Glover, which is Thickerella. All right, so then the next one is, where's my pen? The next one is, we got the green, we got the retelling, is Bookopoly. I was supposed to read a book with a number in the title. I don't think, I can't read that one because it's the book 2. So that's not an option. I was looking at Nina's book because it says the word two in there and it's spelled two. Same thing with Sion Lee's. It says two. I can't read those. Found one. 52 Weeks. A Party of One. Actually, it has 2 numbers in the title, so perfect. Okay. I was gonna say I might have to go to Kindle or ask you guys for something. So we have that down. Read a book you chose because of what? It's supposed to say because of the cover. I put author. That makes no sense. All right. I already knew when I got this prompt what book I want. Is one of the new books that I showed you guys earlier. The 2 books that I showed you guys earlier, one was The Weight of Us or Big Country. Oh, this is so hard. The covers, they both are beautiful. Do you see? Look at that. Oh my god. I'm gonna go with I've been dying to. I don't know why I'm fronting. I mean, I want to read this, but I really want to read this. I want to. I got it. I chose this one. Bam. Read a book from your favorite genre. I mean, I don't have to pick a new book. It can be any one of those books that I picked. That's the beauty of challenges, right? You can double up, you can triple up with your challenges and read the same book and it counts. Is there any other? Ooh, I just saw a book that I should have picked up. I'm just gonna pick one of those books for the genre. Urban is my favorite. Urban, I know, is considered a subgenre, but I call it a genre. Like, that's my main genre. So romance, basically, or dark romance is my favorite genre. Let's go to Romanceopoly, right? So remember, I landed my first role, I landed in my major, which was dark psychology in the Velvet Room. And that prompt was read a dark romance with a walking red flag love interest, with the mentality of I can fix him. I mean, how would I know that unless I'm actually reading it, right? I won't know it unless I read the synopsis and it says it. All right. I see two books that I've been eyeing for a while. Maybe they might fit in this. This be the best down there. All right. So three books I'm looking at. And actually, if I want to go back to read my favorite genre, maybe one of these can go under there. So Savage My Soul, right? I don't remember. Okay, no. This is a new to me author, Jai Renee. It's hard for me. What is the damn prompt again? I done forgot the prompt. The prompt is a walking red flag. Oh, maybe. Yes, I think he might be a walking red flag because it says she collides into Kenyatta Kumar, a reckless, talking, rude boy from Homestead. Kenyatta has a horrid past, a swag and a cocky demeanor all on his own. He's okay, yeah. His qualities are one that make him see women for what they are, F buddies. Okay, that's a walking red flag. Or look at my book all dent up. Amazon. This is My G by Natasha, and it's about Buddha and Kyosha kissing in a tree. Kissing. He crosses paths with his childhood crush. Those old flames start burning again once he realizes he still wants her. But there's a catch. Buddha has to get married in order to inherit $1 million. He's a murderous gangster. Is that not a walking red flag? I think I'm gonna take my chances with this new author, Jai Renee with 3 a.m. I think that goes very well. He seems like more of a walking red flag. Let's go to the core curriculum, which I landed in the registrar's office, and that prompt was read a book by an author you've never read before. Listen, I have two. I have four. I don't need to pick another one. That is the beauty of flexible challenges, okay? Bam. Read one that I already got. Like, listen, I have all these new authors that I'm going to read for this challenge. All right. The other place, I landed again in another spot in core curriculum, and that was the crying room. And I think I know which book I'm going to read. Read a romance that made or will make you cry or emotionally spiral. I think, where was that book? I think Salvage My Soul is one of them. If I'm wrong, if you've read this book and I'm wrong, tell me down below, because then I'll pick another book. But I think that this book, and I say that because I know that I think this has death. It talks about lost souls. It says that they're broken. Unhealthy attachment. I don't know if I'm gonna like this because it says hidden addictions. I don't like characters with addictions. That turns me off. All right, I think I got them. All right, guys, that's it. If you enjoyed this type of structured reading challenge, give this video a thumbs up so that I'll know to keep doing this type of reading journal style content. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss my updates on my reading journal challenges. And tell me in the comments, do you prefer mood reading or do you like structured challenges? For me, I like to have balance, but I think my reading journal is gonna run my life. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.